guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. Alrighty, so I'm out here with the pack. See how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold on. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. They keep moving around. It's hard for me to get a count when everybody keeps moving around and they're the same colors. But anyway, it is what it is. So, I have Kubrick out here today somewhere. People were asking where he was. He's out here. And I haven't had him out because of Tillicum. The one time when I almost had a fight was out of Tillicum and actually it was a fight. It was a real fight out of Tillicum and Kubrick. Although I will say that Kubrick was not participating in the fight. It was 100% Tillicum. So, and whenever I brought him in here, he originally, Tillicum tried to dominate Kubrick. And I think it's because Kubrick is around his age. They're very similar in age. And so I think that he feels that, that's a male that he can dominate, as far as Tillicum. And Tillicum wants to be able to dominate at least one male. But here he is. I had originally decided that I was going to rehome him, and then I realized that I'm really bad at asking for advice from my mentors and then not always taking the advice. And I have a tendency to just kind of like, just do whatever it is that I just do these knee-jerk reactions. I just usually just think that the worst is going to happen, and I just go with that. And I'm not, like, I need to be more willing to allow this dog to mature. I had this lady that was going to come get him. I had literally got him a home, and then she had some stuff going on, and so she canceled on me. And I was like, I don't know. I had this moment in my mind that was like, Rachel, what if he's not actually like problematic? What if it's that he just, what if he has growing pains, but it's specifically showing up in the hip with more laxity because there's more laxity there. And growing pains is, it is like inflammation and stuff like that. And so I just was like, you know what? I'm going to do what they told me to do. My mentor told me to do, which is let the dog mature. There was nothing in the x-ray. I even had a medical professional on the channel, Scott, reach out to me. I would consider Scott to be a friend. And looked at the x-rays, and it was his professional opinion as well and he's an educator too. He educates others. So it was his professional opinion that I also wait. So I'm going to do that, and I'm not going to do this knee-jerk reaction. So anyway. Oh, I'm going to show y'all what's up with my chickens. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. I had a call that I had to dismiss. So, this is why I didn't do a video yesterday. I've been working my tail off, as you can see. And I've pretty much brought out all of my chickens that... almost all of them, actually. I take that back. I do have one batch of expensive chickens left to bring out that I hatched. And they're not quite old enough yet to come out. They are out of my Millefleur rooster. So I did 2 hatches. One was out of my Millefleur rooster, and then the other one is out of from the breeder that I bought the Millefleur rooster from. So very cool. So in here I have some mottled Cochins and some mottled Brahma, and then some Millefleur Brahma chicks, and then some buff Brahma chicks. In here I have guineas, barred, excuse me, I got the hiccups now, barred cochin, and some Brahma mixes, some barred Brahma mixes, which is going to work for my barred Brahma project, which I'm going to call Barcode Brahmas, which is the name of my hatchery. These are hens that I produced, except for this one here. So these are lavenders and blacks, and I'm hoping to get breed them with this mottled Brahma rooster. And these are all of my partridge and blue partridges. Some of the hens look kind of rough because we had mites for a while, and I was able to fix it. Thank God. One of my subscribers let me know about a product called Elector PSP. It's fantastic for mites. Highly recommend it. Very expensive, but I highly recommend it. And then I've already introduced these guys. So anyway, so I know people are not always super interested in the chickens, but they're here, and I figured I would at least tell you what's in here in case somebody asks. But you know, this is my other passion, chickens. Chickens allow me to breed all the colors and do everything that I want to do that isn't allowed with my breed of dogs. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be ethical. It allows me to have fun, so I like it. Look at that structure. So, Asia is throwing me for a loop. I go back and forth whether or not I think she's preggers or not. I know she looks fat right now, but she drank a bunch of water. So, I don't really know. I hope she is. I really do, but I don't really know. Reese told me if she had to bet on it, she would say yes. But, you know. If she is, I'm off by her calculations for sure. And so there is that. Remy's starting to fill back out again. Now that her body is like her mother's, man. Her body is a milk machine, and it just takes it out of her. Excuse me. And so anyway, but she's finally bouncing back. Her puppies are turning 7 weeks on Saturday, I guess. And they'll be gone very soon, in a week. They'll be gone, and I'll be introducing y'all to the two that I'm keeping back. I don't even know who I'm keeping back yet. I need to stack them out and get myself to go look at them and all that stuff, and really start to narrow it down and make my selections. So your sweet baby Smurf, my Smurfalophagus. Kona baby. Kona's doing really well. I wormed her with pyrantel pomote, I think it's called, whatever, and it worked. Very happy about that. Her poops are back to normal. Normally that typically doesn't work for hookworm, but it did for her. I'm hoping it did for Asia. It looks like it did for Asia, or not Asia. Asia seemed fine, so I didn't treat her. But Carrie's the other one that was very was symptomatic, and so I treated. Here's Carrie, and she was bred to Donnie Wani, my big boy, and I do hope to get to the point that I can have Don Juan out here. I will start to transition him. He'll be the last adult male that I think that I will be able to bring in. Grim is just not going to do it. He's not like Batista, but look at that structure. But he is kind of similar in the sense that he does not tolerate other males. He's going to try to start fights, and I just don't think it's a good idea. And so yeah, I know that people have wanted a Batista video, but the truth is that I do these dogs all together in the morning whenever they go out to the bathroom, and it really is not possible for me to like bring Batista out and then leave all the other girls or leave the other boys out or in. Like, everybody needs to go potty. I try to get it all done at one time. That's the way that I am able to do this and continue to do my life, because ultimately, having this many dogs in my house is very time consuming. Good. So Tillicum ignored him. I like that. As you can see, he's no longer obsessed with Idra. Thank God. Hey, Nirvana or Blondie, don't. So she just rolled wasabi. No. You cut that out. No. She's like, I'll roll whoever I can roll. Nirvana's definitely preggers, no question there. And I shouldn't be too, if you really just look at their bodies, her body looks exactly the same as Asia's. Blondie, don't. Quit it. You are past your prime, cut it out. She's like, no, I ain't. She's like, I'm in my prime. There's okay. Little Miss runs a lot over here. See, as soon as she starts running, look who gets interested. Look who's like, who you think you are? You think you run fast? Huh? You think you're faster than the rest of us? Huh? Ain't nobody talking to you, Asia? Nirvana, cut it out. Just like your mother, trying to take advantage. Nirvana, I'm gonna smack your butt. Move. Preacher, get out of my way, bruh. I'm gonna smack your booty. I'm gonna smack the fat of your thigh. Every now and then I like to come up and I just give him a little smack on the booty. Give me a little smack on the... Boo! Smack on the booty. A smack on the booty. Booty. I need a chair. Somebody want to send me a chair? Just joking. I'm gonna get those I think they're like $30. I was gonna say nice. I mean, they're plastic, but like they're the nice plastic. I'm gonna get those those colored lawn chairs, like the big plastic ones. But I want the ones that you can adjust the back on, because I don't like leaning back if I don't want to. You get that look off your face. You're over here all tense. You don't know how to act right now. You don't know how to feel, and I can see that on you. But you need to chill out. It ain't about you. It ain't about none of this. He needs to be neutered. But I struggle with it because it's not in my nature to want to set an animal up for failure. You know what I mean? And I hate the way that male dogs look after they've been neutered, man. They look like female dogs. They get fat around the midsection. They lose their tuck up. Their muscle goes soft. And they get super, just the temperament changes. And I don't know if that would be a problem for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it might lead to a potentially dangerous situation with all these guys being who they are and then him being neutered. I've seen it happen before, and I don't want it to happen to him. He's doing really good out here. In fact, I had a couple chicks get out, and yesterday morning, and he did not attack those chickens. So anyway, that was pretty interesting. Look at you, Kona. Look at your toy, Kona. Is that a toy? Is that a toy? You funny girl. Is that funny girl? Look at you with your toy. Oh, there's Carrie getting involved, and she's way too into... Carrie! Shh! Cut it out. She gets way too intense. You gotta watch her. Gotta watch her. Ah! Carrie, quit. Let those puppies play and go. You are not a puppy. Stay out of their business. Shh. Stay out of their business. You don't know how to play. I gotta ride her like Velocity, like I used to ride Velocity, man. She's gonna be one that I'm gonna have to monitor. Yeah, I see you. I see you coming up behind me. She's got great teeth, though. I love her teeth. Big old black, black lips, black gums, big old white teeth. Let me see. Show everybody your teeth. Look at that. Big old white teeth. Shh. Sometimes Corso can actually have smaller teeth. I think it's related to dogs that are brachycephalic, but they can have smaller teeth. In fact, I think Preacher has smaller teeth. You don't have smaller teeth. You got some big old chunkers. I see you. So it's hard to really describe to people what I'm looking at whenever I'm seeing this stuff, but he gets a look in his eye where he's going to start trouble. That's all I can tell you. And I think the reason he's acting this way right now is because I've got Kubrick out here. And Kubrick is the dog that he attacked. And I mean, he put a hole in Kubrick. And then without any warning, I just had Kubrick out here. And he did try to muscle up on him. I wish that I was filming already, but I was just trying to get everybody in here. And he absolutely did try to boss up on him. And I got onto him for it. Oh, my phone is still doing that. So, I don't know. There's something about my phone that doesn't like the cloudiness. Hey, girls! Yeah, shh, get out of her face now. Shh, stop being crazy. So I call her Crazy Carrie. And she's fine. She's just drivey. She's not actually crazy. She's just a drivey dog. Look at her. Look at her over here just stacked out repeatedly. Look at Mona. Mona Lisa. Sweet baby Mona. Sweet baby. Sweet baby. Just had somebody put down a deposit on her second pick mail spot with Batista. And somebody recognized that that's worth reserving. I tell people all the time, if you want a really good spot with me, man, you got to be the early bird, because my dogs get reserved way in advance of them being born. Which is, which I love, because it makes, I'd much rather be able to find homes for my dogs easier, quicker when they're younger, or before they're even born, because it allows me to really do a good criteria and make sure that that I have plenty of time to get the best home. So let's see what we got here. So behavior is easier for me to see when I'm not looking through the viewfinder of my phone, but doesn't always mean that I'm on point with the video recording exactly what I'm trying to get. Okay. I'm just monitoring everyone's behavior. Seeing what I can see. What I can see. Doobity dooby doo. What's happening? Hello. Oh, there we go with Idra. She's trying to get everybody started. No, Carrie, leave it. Nirvana, look how great her front is. Leave it. The dogs that are watching, I'm letting them know to leave it alone. Kubrick! So I haven't messed with Kubrick in a while. So he's probably not going to be as obedient as he would have been. Moses is not going to make the program. That I can tell you for sure and for certain. He's got what looks like pretty severe elbow dysplasia. Which, mind you, is not... I don't believe that elbow dysplasia is actually something that is like just genetic and that can happen, in the sense that there is no way to prevent it. Like hip dysplasia, it can just happen. No matter how well a dog is built, a dog can develop hip dysplasia. And that's a problem. But elbow dysplasia, I find to be structural, and his front is just really bad. And so, and I will say that was the one dog that I did not pick. I got Moses from a guy that had, that picked him out of a line of dogs, and it wasn't, I had nothing to do with it. He didn't ask my opinion, nothing like that. But I did take the dog once he couldn't take the dog. And he does have a great rear. I love his rear. I love his top line. His head is pretty decent, but he definitely has a really bad front, and therefore his elbow is just bad. And you guys know, I have not even had that dog out here. He's not been running around. He's not been doing stuff, and it's bad. So I have to get x-rays to confirm for the breeder, but it's very obvious in his, it's very obvious. I mean, the dog can barely use it. And this is a repetitive injury. I've rested him multiple times, and he'll stop doing it, and then excuse me, and then out of nowhere he'll do it again. And he's not been allowed to run out. He's only in his kennel, and it happens. So anyway, so that dog unfortunately just is not going to make the program, which in a way is not necessarily the worst thing for my program, because he didn't offer the most genetic diversity anyway. My chickens and my guineas. Now, I know that some people may not like that sound, but I love that sound. I feel like it's the beginning of a multi-species zoo. Although, I'm not saying that I'm going to start a zoo, but I do like it. Can I help you? No, don't push me around with your nose. No, go away, Asia. She's like, done. Can you take us inside, please? Look at everybody looking at me. They're all hanging around me. They're like, Mom, we're done. We're done. We're done. So here you go. Tilly is getting a little too worked up. Let's see what happens here. Oh, they've got that bottle. There's a Corona bottle that somebody dug up or found or something. Anyway, well, these guys are tired and I need coffee. So, I'm gonna let y'all go. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. Oh, I hope you're having a good day. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.